Put your hand on my
All three. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom to the class. Shalom. And Lord willing, brothers and sisters, I just tuning in. All right, y'all been waxing mighty in the spirit, continuing to get leaven out of your spirit, right? Removing sin, right? Repenting in these last days, standing 10 toes down for the name of the Most High, man. Right? Hey, we got a mighty lesson in school, right? Titled, Every Man Must Do This to Get the Kingdom. Right? We're going to get into what this thing is that you got to do, right, to get the kingdom of the Most High. I want to open it up with this precept. Give me the book of Romans, the classic Romans chapter 12 and verse number 1.
Book of Romans.
You got it.
Book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
He said what?
That ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So every man, woman, and child must sacrifice something in this truth to get the kingdom, man. It's something that you got to put on the line, right? Whether it's your job, it's your own life, right? It's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, right? You got to sacrifice something. Hey, coming into this truth, man. Right? Everybody that's viewing this, everybody in this room has let something go, right? Coming into this truth, right? No man was perfect. No man, you know what I'm saying, walked in the ways of the Lord, right? Everybody did something, right, that was contrary to the ways of the Most High, right? And what we had to do, we had to sacrifice, let those things go, so we can fully give ourselves to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. We need to put the Luke chapter 9, verse 23. Right, so every man must sacrifice something to get the kingdom. All right, that's what this lesson going into. All right, bring it up.
Book of Luke, chapter 9 and verse 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me.
He said what?
If any man will come after me.
If any man, right, woman or child wants to come after the Most High in the name of Yahushua, right, follow his son Yahushua, you know.
Let him deny himself.
He said what?
Let him deny himself.
You gotta deny yourself, man.
All right.
Right? And that's being a sacrifice. To hell with my life. That's the spirit that the apostles was in. Paul, they didn't care about their lives. Right? He said, let him deny himself. So whatever big job you had, you was a big damn celebrity, you was the man in the hood, right? It don't matter. And you gotta deny yourself. Right. You gotta say, I ain't shit. Right? I ain't nothing. Right. I mean, that's what it is. He said you gotta deny yourself. So whatever you was, whatever you was doing, right, to hell with it, you know?
And take up his cross daily.
You gotta take up your cross, take up your afflictions, your burdens. You gotta pick those things up and walk with them daily, you know?
And follow me.
And do what?
And follow me.
You gotta follow the Lord, man. So if you truly wanna serve the Lord and follow the Lord, right, we had to give up something, right? We had to put these things away. Whether it was like, I was going into, hey, some brothers had that damn weed demon, right? Selling drugs, right? Pimping out women, right? Whoring out women, right? Brothers had to let those things go to follow the Lord. There's more on that.
Verse 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
And if you try to save your life, you try to mix the truth with the world, and you're gonna lose it. Y'all brothers say, I'm going to the club and bring it out. You can't mix this. You can't mix this truth with the world, man.
Right.
It just don't mix. You can't do that, man. All right. I'm gonna just go hang around my homeboy. He said be a light. You know they damn in a hot box getting hot, right? I'm gonna be the light.
That's off.
Bring out the scriptures, man. It's off, right? You know.
But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it.
They say if you lose your life, not talking about blowing your damn brains out, right? Russian roulette and you damn blow your brain. No, that's not what they're talking about. Losing your life is denying yourself, right? Sacrificing all the things that you were doing, right? And start following the Lord, man. Right. Like these men in the room, like the men that's on the highways and byways, like the women, right, that's serving the Lord right now, man. Right? Is it on that? Nah, that's it on that, right? So if we gotta deny ourselves, right, sacrifice, right, and follow the Lord, man, what you got?
So somebody read the book of Matthew, 24th chapter. It's kind of going into the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lose your life. You can't be over here worried about, you know what I'm saying, oh, You know what I'm saying? But what about this I got in the world? You know what I'm saying? Oh, what about these cars I got? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm trying to get that next big promotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make 20K by by 2025. So if I gotta work every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, to make that, that's off. That's madness, right? You gotta lose that. You gotta lose that old way of thinking. You gotta put up. Hey, give me the book of Ephesians first, chapter 4 and verse 24. Verse, give me that, and I'm gonna go to that. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 24.
Book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 24. And that ye put on the new man.
That you do what?
And that ye put on the new man.
You gotta put on the new man, right? You read?
Which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Exactly. So you gotta. So in order for you to put on the new man, then you gotta kill the old first. Right. I ain't ever seen a construction worker or anybody that build houses, right, go and daggone put a foundation on the roof of a house, and then build from off the top of that roof a whole new house. Oh, you gotta break down that old house, break down that old foundation, and then build a new. Right. So you gotta put on a new man, right? Go back to that Matthew right quick. You can't be over here talking about I want to be in the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, like brother was just bringing up, you know what I'm saying? The only way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I gotta go. You going into the strip club, talking about being a light, standing on couches, talking about sister put some clothes on. Yeah. In the strip club.
Give me the book.
Give me the book. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Come on, it's off. Come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? You over here, you in the strip club, man. Looking at booty. That's madness. But bring that out right quick.
Like I told the brother, you know what I'm saying? He kind of got offended.
24,
Matthew
16, 24.
I told the brother, you know what I'm saying? You going, brother knew he was an Israelite going into the club. I said, it's full of lust, brother.
Full of lust.
You're going to fall into temptation. I mean, what are you doing here, brother? Alright? You can't mix the truth and the world together.
Exactly. It ain't gonna, it's like oil and water, like the brother always bring out. It ain't gonna mix.
It ain't gonna mix.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see little oil bubbles floating around in the water, man. It's gonna look crazy. Bring out verse 24.
Book of Matthew chapter 16 and verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself, and take up his cross and follow me.
Take up his what?
And take up his cross and follow me.
Hey, take up his cross, man. Hey, take up that affliction, man, and follow him. Right? When you come out the world and you put off the old man and you put on that new man, they'll say, hey, you prepare yourself for temptation, like you said in the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a cross to you. It's gonna be an affliction for you to put down the weed. It's gonna be an affliction for you to put down the pork. It's going to be an affliction upon you to put down the lust of this world, right? But you got to take that cross up. You got to follow the Most High. Hey, go to Matthew right quick. And then we'll come back to that. Go to Matthew 10 and verse 38.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse number 38. And he that taketh not his cross,
said what?
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of
me.
me.
If you don't take up that cross, you don't take up that affliction, you're not worthy of the Most High. You're not worthy to follow in the speed of Yahushua going into the kingdom. Keep reading on that 16.
Matthew 16 and verse
keep reading
25.
For
whosoever will save his life.
He said for what?
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Shall lose it. Right? You're going to try to save this world, save this worldly life, knowing you in the truth, knowing that you're an Israelite, knowing that you got to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, knowing that you got to take and endure affliction like a good soldier, right? Like it said in, what was that, 1 Timothy 2nd chapter and verse 13, right? You gotta endure hardness as a good soldier. You know this, right? But if you don't take it, you know what I'm saying, you're going to lose your life. The Most High God can kill you, right? You know what I'm saying? The Most High God can take you up out of this thing, man. Right. The Most High God can, put you to death spiritually, even on a physical level. Right? You keep reading on that?
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
So when you lose your life, right, when you lose that old man, you put that old man to death for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? It was saying, hey, you're going to find life. A life eternal, immortality, right? You're gonna find it in Yahushua. I digress with that.
Can you jump up to verse 37? Matthew 10:37.
Book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse number 37.
Yeah.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
He said, if you love your father or mother more than Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or your son or your daughter, you're not worthy of me. Right? So when you come in this truth, right? Your mama makes that damn good Sunday dinner. I said she got the ham hogs, she got the chitlins, right? You know what I'm saying? Brothers love their mother, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a soft spot for them. Their mothers, man.
Right.
Man, you gotta say the hell with that.
Right.
I can't come to the Sunday dinners no more.
Right.
Right? Because I follow the Lord. You gotta, it is what it is, man. Your damn daughter or your son, you know what I'm saying, they play these damn sports or whatever. They game on Saturdays. What you gonna do? You got camp at 3, they game at 3.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
the game at 2:30.
Yeah. You can't just go to the game. Then it's at 3, it's at the hour of prayer. So you run to the bathroom and put double prayer. I'm saying, Lord forgive me, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to this game. I know we're supposed to be on that camp, but you know what I'm saying, it's the big game. You can't do that, man.
No,
Right?
then you praying that he win.
Then you praying that he win. Please let him score 30 tonight.
So you get a scholarship.
Yeah, that's all. You can't mix the world with the truth,
This
man.
is
So he said, you love them more than me, you're not worthy of me, man. Right? And you got the disciples, give me Matthew 4 and verse number 18. They straightway just left their father. Like it was nothing, man. Because the Lord said, hey, follow me. So bring it out.
Matthew 4 and 18. And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw 2 brethren, Simon, called Peter, and Andrew, like his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were
And
fishers.
so these men was fishers, man. They probably making a nice little change, man. Right? Got some food, X, Y, and Z. But what the Lord said.
And he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Right. So I mean, imagine if, you know what I'm saying, and the brothers in the truth now, they got that calling. But no matter what they was doing, right, they got that calling. They heard the words of the Lord and they followed him. What if you got a wicked man? You know what I'm saying? He in the what they say? Damn, what's that? They say when somebody in college, high school,
He's the turn.
no, they ain't peak. What's that called? They damn prime.
Yeah, prime.
Yeah, they in their damn prime, man. Somebody in their damn prime years. You just a man, you right, a man around the campus, or you just a man in the hood, right? And somebody say, hey, you gotta follow the Lord. Man, they're not gonna wanna hear that, man. Right? Because they in the midst of their wickedness, but these men did what in verse 20?
And they straightway left their
They
nets.
did what?
And they straightway left their nets.
I'm letting them, they just dropped their nets, hopped off the boat, and just went to start following the Lord. You know?
And followed him.
Just follow them. Right? Who's gonna put down that blunt? Right? Who's gonna stop pouring out that those women, right? And straightway follow the Lord, man. Who's gonna stop hating their brother, let it go, and just start following the Lord? Right? We don't.
And going on from this, he saw other 2 brethren, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in a ship with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets, and he called them.
Right, so now you got 2 other brothers fishing with their pops. Right? You know?
And they immediately left the ship.
They did what?
And they immediately left the ship.
And the Lord called, they immediately hopped off the ship, man.
Ain't no tarrying.
They probably swam. They probably hopped off and swam to shore. Right, you know?
And they immediately left the ship and their father.
And who?
And their
And
father.
they left the father was like, what the hell is going on? Y'all just hopped off the ship.
What's wrong with y'all?
We're spending quality time.
Yeah, we can just we bonding.
No, you know, Jake, that's their weekend.
Yeah. So they immediately hopped off the ship, man, and left their father, right?
Yeah.
Left him with the nets, right? X, Y, and Z, and did what?
And followed him.
And followed him. So what that's going into, man, is you got to sacrifice, all right? You got to put all these things behind you and straightway follow the Lord, man. Not hesitate, you know what I'm saying? Brothers take the time, you know what I'm saying, to fully get the spirit, but don't be hesitant, you know what I'm saying? Hey, say those things, right? Hey, sacrifice those things for the Lord, all right? What you got?
Could you read the book of Mark 8 and verse number 36?
Book of Mark, chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
All right, I'll keep reading.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
So what is you ready to give up? Are you ready to give up the world?
All right.
To follow your Howard Shaw's brother was just going into. Hey, these brothers, they hopped off the boat. They left their dad. Hey, who knows? His dad could have been elderly. Could have had heart problems. Could have had, the dad, they had a diabetes episode on the boat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and they said, they hopped off the boat, left him with the nets and everything. And followed your Howard Shah, man.
Probably kept him down. All the fish was in the net.
Yeah,
right.
man.
God helping him let it go.
Them tackle boxes is heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them drinks is not no light thing. They said, man, oh well, we gone. Left him on a boat. Hey, I'm ready to believe he probably went inside the boat, grabbed a little cup of lemonade for him and his sons. And they was swimming, man.
That was going on.
It was gone.
You know how it is on a boat, like one of them, what do you call them, little pontoon boats,
Yeah.
like the weight distribution. You know,
See that?
It's like,
Yeah,
it
boat
got kind of light.
You look at there, so many hot dogs.
But the shit like, dang, the boat got kind of light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking out for his, man, he said, man, we getting up out of here, man.
Right.
Like the scripture say, read it one more time. From the top.
For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
What will it profit a man if he gain this world? Right? Last time I checked, the Lord said wisdom of this world is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Right? So what is it going to gain you? Right? If you gain this whole world, a bunch of folly, a bunch of madness. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it, hey, like the brother, the elder Shaw used to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ever seen a U-Haul behind a hearse, man. Right? You can't take this with you. This ain't like the ancient Egyptians, man. They want to bury all their relics with them when they die, right? You can't take it with you, right? Because not even the Egyptians could take it with them. Even though they believe they could, right? So what should a prominent man if you gain the world and loses what?
And lose his own soul.
And lose your soul, right? Or what? And what you keep reading?
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
And what you going to give in exchange for your soul, right? Are you going to give does these riches matter more than your soul? Does these riches matter more than you get in the kingdom of God? Do these riches matter more than you following your Yahweh Shemi Hawashah? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like we hear all the time, brother, you ask brother Kemp, hey, you got 2 minutes in the word of the Lord, how is this going to give me some money? How is this going to get me paid? Why are you worried about being a successful Negro in captivity? You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me that right quick in the book of Acts chapter 8 and verse 20.
Right.
Book of Acts, chapter 8, and verse number 20.
Yeah.
But Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee.
You said what?
Thy money perish with thee. Because thou hast thought that the gift of God may be purchased with money.
Exactly, and that's the foolish thought. That you think that if I get $1 million, you know what I'm saying, if I become a billionaire, then shoot, I could buy my way into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear the saying of a Jake talking about some shoe. Who need love when I can buy it? That's off. You go buy love now? Love has a price on it. Right? And Jake told me, I can buy love. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be like Big Candy talking about love across the
Man, hey, but now it costs everything. It costs everything you got.
Hey.
And that's why, and if you trying to buy that love, it's going to cost you your life. Right? Because you're going to lose your soul. Right. With that, I digress.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Right? Give me the book of Luke, chapter 14, and verse number 26.
Which chapter?
Luke, chapter 14, and verse 26.
Book of Luke, chapter 14, and verse number 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, yeah, and his own life also.
And his what?
And his own life also, he could not be my disciple.
Wait, it's not saying, you know what I'm saying? F you, mom. F you, that's not what that's talking about.
Oh, no, none of y'all.
Right? When you hate your actual mother and your father. Right? Then that'd be a contradiction. Right? Of the fifth commandment of loving honoring your mother and your father. Right? But it's saying you can't put them over the love of Yahweh by Shemi Hamashah, man. And it also says, hey, you gotta hate your own life. You gotta be selfless in this thing, man. right? You gotta put your life on the line, right, for the love of the church, man, right? For the love of this ministry, right? Talking chiefly to the men that go out to the highways and byways and do this work, man, right? You gotta put your life on the line, because anything outside of that, you can't be his disciple. And we just read about the disciples. They straightway left their nets, put it down, left their fathers, right? He told them, hey, the dead gonna bury the dead, right? To hell with that, follow me, right? And I'm gonna give y'all that rest. All right, jump down to verse 33.
Verse 33. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he
He
has.
said what?
Said, so likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he
You
has.
gotta forsake all that you have. You got certain brothers that still trying to hold on to something. Secretly, you still holding on to that spirit. You still thinking about the weed. You smell it like, man, I remember I used to get that Zaza. Right? I remember how I used to roll that thing up.
I know that smell. That's wicked.
Yeah, yeah, I know that.
Madness.
Right? What's that right there? That's a wood. You get to start, looking back, man.
Talk about that Russian
You get to
cream.
start, that Russian cream.
Oh.
I remember how I used to get down. Yeah, like a damn old head, man. I remember how I used to get down.
Well, back in my day.
Yeah, back in my days. That's all. You got to forsake it all, man.
Right.
Physically and mentally.
Right.
You got to stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right, we don't.
He cannot be my disciple.
Right, so if you don't forsake these things, right, sacrifice these things, you cannot be his disciple, man. Right, let me get an account on that. Give me Matthew chapter 19 and verse number 16. He always brings us out of that camp, but I want to keep going down. Because this is what this man did, right? He had certain treasures, certain things, and we're going to see what he did with it. And bring it up.
Matthew 19 and 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Right, he asked, hey, what could I do that I get the kingdom? That's the title of this of the video, man. Right? Every man must do this to get the kingdom. Right, we don't?
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one. That is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He saith unto him, which Yahweh said, Thou shalt not do murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right, so the Lord said they keep the commandments. Right? He started giving a list of the commandments. Now read on.
The young man saith unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up.
Right, so he said, yeah, I keep the law. All right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I honor my mother and my father. He said, I don't kill. You know what I'm saying? I don't commit no adultery. Read on.
What lack I yet? Yahweh said unto him,
Point.
If thou wilt be perfect,
He said, what?
if thou wilt be perfect,
If thou will be perfect, do what?
go and sell that thou
He
hast.
said, hey, go and sell that thou hast. Right? And on a spiritual level, it's not that you just, you sell your damn 32-inch TV. Right? Or your damn Xbox, man. That's not what they're talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go and sell, you know what I'm saying, the ways that you're doing. Right? Hey, get rid of that. Right? On the spiritual level, take it to the damn, nah, you can't take it to the pawn shop. You try to get that. You gotta try to get it back.
Put it in
Put it on Facebook Market.
Yeah. You put it, go sell it. Right?
He was showing him that it's fake. Yeah, you got that, but you also need faith too.
Right. Keep going.
Say, go and sell that thou hast, and give it to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Right. Keep going into what we've been going into. You gotta forsake all these things. Right? You gotta forsake all the old things you used to do and follow the Lord. Then he said you will be perfect. But what?
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful.
He went away sorrowful. Damn, I gotta give it all up. The riches, the women, the drugs. I gotta give it all up. You know?
For he had great possessions.
Well, he had great possessions. There's some men that came in the truth, they, you know what I'm saying, they was balling, you know what I'm saying? Sakari got the NFL players, right? The brother from Jagged Edge, right? You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that's, you know what I'm saying, that's been up there, man. But what, they had to give it all up for you. How about show me how it shot, man?
Brother from IUIC.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, see that?
He was playing basketball.
You got basketball players. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got some rappers. Some, you know what I'm saying? You had people that was up there, man. They had to forsake it all. But this man, he went away sorrowful because he couldn't let it go.
Right.
He didn't want to let it go. He didn't want to make that sacrifice that you could fully follow the Lord, man.
That's why so many the Hebrew individualites they be going at Kyrie and Kendrick a lot.
Yeah.
Because you know they started staying 10 toes on it, but then as soon as it started getting hot, they had to back up.
Yep. But hey, let me get this piece of Mark chapter the classic also. Mark chapter 4 and verse number 19. Let's start at 18.
Book of Mark chapter 4 and verse 18. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word.
So you got certain men, you know what I'm saying, when the brothers out there sowing the seeds, right? They hear the word, you know.
God's lot. Can I start at 17?
Well, you gotta start at 17. You gotta start at you keep going.
Verse 19. And the cares of this world.
He said what?
And the cares of this world.
So you got certain men that hear the word, but the cares of this world, worrying about who's gonna make it to the finals, right? Damn, they knocked LeBron out.
Worry about that.
Right?
They know, man.
Yeah. Damn, the 90s is over. A new generation in. Is this Michael Jordan's son? Or you know?
And the deceitfulness of riches.
And the deceitfulness of riches, you touching a couple bands, right? You living good, you living large, you just got that fancy new whip, right? New little crib, right? You living good, right, you know?
And the lust of other things entering in.
And the lust of other things, your damn, the women, I mean, the women now, they're naked out here, man.
Right.
Right? The lust of other things creeping in, entering in, do what?
Choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful.
Right? Choke the word and it becometh unfruitful. Right? Now you like, I can't really do this. Right? You get the choking in the spirit. Right? What was the start forgetting, man? Because the curse of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, man, the lust, right? Where you fall out of this thing, right? So you got to straightway leave all these things, sacrifice all these things for the Lord, man, right? Put the world behind you, right? To hell with the world, right? But that's brother got it.
God, could you go to the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 36?
Book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse number 36.
You read.
Therefore let all the house of Israel know assuredly that God hath made the same Yahushua, whom ye have crucified, both Lord and Christ. Now, when they heard this, they were pricked in their heart.
It was pricked in their hearts, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, when you know that Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, hey, came and died, right? To forgive us of sin, that we should not go back and sin no more, man. That we should not go back and be lukewarm, man. Right? You know, getting caught up in the cares of this world, getting caught up in the cares of this life, right? Getting loving the damn money. And you can drop that. Go to the book of 1 Timothy, I think, chapter 6 and verse number 10, right quick. Right? Because you know what I'm saying, hey, when you hear when our people hear, right, that these riches don't mean a damn thing to the Most High. That this worldly knowledge and understanding don't mean a daggone thing to the Lord, right? When your success, right, and your success of this life, right, it matters nothing. Because if you get caught up in it, right, and you thinking that this is going to get you the kingdom, it's not. You're going to be pricked in your heart. You're like, what you mean? I go to church. I prayed for this.
Right.
Hey, Satan can give you blessings on the left-hand side and destroy you. It's like that saying in the one that old early proverb, they give you the rope so you can hang yourself. Right? Bring that out right quick.
1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is
what?
For the love of money.
For the gain of it.
For the love of money.
For the necessity of it.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of that money is the root of all evil. Right? Because it's on your heart. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you worried about is how to get a couple bands, right? How to get up, right? How to be a millionaire, right? How to expand my business, right? You know what I'm saying? How to expand my business. Man, I might have to, you know, and I see a lot of money comes in. We see a lot of money. We see a lot of revenue on Saturday. You know, we're missing a lot of revenue. It's the traffic in our area is high at this time. The neighbor bar right next to my store, they just hit their peak this week. How can I expand? I might have to open up maybe if I just do it right before the Shabbat comes in. Friday afternoon at 5, we're just gonna open up and now that's starting at 5. Now you open it up from 5 to down 12. And the start of the Shabbat, man. For the love of money is what?
Is the root of all evil. Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
They have did what?
They have erred from the faith.
Right, because when you try to love this world, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't love this world. The money is in this world. The money is of this world. Right? The success, right, is of this world. Right? The riches of this world is what our people love. Right? Because our people are carnal people. Right? Our people only think about what they can see, what they can grab, what they can touch, what they can feel, and what they can taste. They're not worried about, you know what I'm saying, the invisible things that they are going to gain if they lose their life, right? To gain eternity, man, right? They say this is what makes you err from the faith, because it is. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse number 15.
Let me finish it. And pierced themselves through.
And they did what?
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
They pierced themselves through with many sorrows, man. You doing self-mutilation, man. It's like that. It's like what they do in that Japanese culture, the samurai, right? When they go against their master, they take their little bushido, they get their little white garment, and they die. You pierce yourself through with many sorrows, man. Bring it out.
The book of Revelations, chapter 3 and verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
So when you say you know your work, that you're not cold nor hot, right? Like the brother, the one man, he heard that he gotta leave off his riches. He was pricking his heart when he heard that. Ooh, what?
He walked away. So he put his head down.
Yeah, he walked away sorrowful, right? You reading? He was pricked in his heart.
I know that works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
You will get spewed out the mouth, man. Keep reading.
Because thou sayest, I am rich.
What that man said, I am rich, right?
Right.
I got many possessions, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I say, hey, leave it off. Keep reading.
Right.
And increase with goods.
He said he was what?
And increase with goods. And have need of nothing.
That's our people, man. Right? They millionaires, they billionaires, right? They ain't even rich. They just comfortable. They're in a place in their life where, yeah, I'm comfortable. I can retire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a nice little, I got 10,000 saved in my bank account. I own a little land over here in Cabo. You know what I'm saying?
Jake a couple Fridays ago had all the rings on.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got all the rings on. He coolin'. He cool here. I don't got no need or want for nothing. Keep reading.
And knowest not that thou art wretched.
What the Lord say?
No. And knowest not that thou art wretched.
You don't even know you're a wretched man. You often eat all kinds of foods. You just loving the fatness of this life. You wretched. Keep reading. And what?
And miserable.
And what?
And miserable. And poor.
And poor.
And blind.
And blind.
And naked.
And naked in the kingdom. How about Shimmy Abishai? You're going to be least in the kingdom, right? Because you were so caring about this life, right? Having the fatness and the success and not no need of nothing in this life that you done forgot of what's to come. You didn't store your riches up in the kingdom of God, right? And now you're going to be fat. You're going to be wretched, miserable. You know what I'm saying? That's going to suck. If I have a next door neighbor as an Edomite, the Edomite slave in the kingdom, I'm going to be mad. I'm gonna be really mad. I'm gonna be a racist dude in the kingdom. What the fuck is you doing around here?
Just stay off my freaking
Stay off my freaking grass. I'll be mad every day. But I digress with that, man. Brothers got it.
I want to make a point about it. It said and blind. And so you got ears that hear and eyes that can't see.
You hear it.
That's dreadful.
That's dreadful, man. That's miserable.
Right.
Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse number 16. I'm only bringing this up.
You're gonna be the stick man in the kingdom, man. Like Boondocks, man.
Alright, Ecclesiastes
Crazy.
7 and verse 16. I'm bringing this up because Elizabeth on the comments said, on a lower level, would you guys give up y'all weekly paychecks to the poor and follow the Most High? Bring it up.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 16. Be not righteous over much.
He said what?
Be not righteous over much.
Give my weekly paycheck to the poor.
Be not righteous over much. Neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Here you are. You going out to the poor, right? You got hundreds in your hand, right? To the poor, right? And give it to them. This your weekly paycheck.
Right.
Said, but it's not rich in the truth.
Right.
Right? Somebody living paycheck to paycheck, man. Here you are, you give your damn weekly paycheck to the poor. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that we don't give to the poor, because I said brothers don't boast in their work, but you know what I'm saying? Brothers give alms, right? Brothers do what they gotta do. But we're not gonna sit up here and give our whole checks to the poor, right? And be over, right? Yeah, brothers got families, kids, your son hungry.
Right.
You steady crying.
He wipes.
Yeah, his damn, you got dirty diapers.
And you tell them to do it.
Yeah, you put a rag on them, you put a towel on them and just tie it up. So you gotta deal with it. Alright? You gave it all to the poor.
It's madness.
That's madness, man. That's not what that's talking about. We're not gonna give our whole check to the homeless, man. And then a lot of these homeless boys in St. Louis, a lot of them be on drugs. You know what I'm saying? They homeless because they want to deal with their flesh, man.
And they
Right? And they prideful. Right? We try to give them some water. They don't want no water. Right? They want the money.
Like that one dude tried to get him a hoodie in the cold, talking about some. I said drip.
Yeah. Lady wanted $20 for some crack. She came up and said, I need some crack.
We got
Right?
$20.
Should we give it to him? Right? And that sin be upon our hands. So no, that's not what they're talking about.
I had the one dude walk by that day and we tried to give him food. He was like, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just brought that out just to touch that point on, you know what I'm saying? No, we're not gonna give our whole checks to the homeless, and we're gonna destroy ourselves. Right? But we're gonna be out there homeless, looking for the next brother to give us a check.
And it's an occasion
Right.
person gonna swallow.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That's not what that's talking about. So let's get back to the topic. Give me Matthew, Genesis chapter 22 and verse number 1, right? Because brothers gotta sacrifice things, right? So we're gonna go into Abraham, man. And he sacrificed something that was precious unto him. Right? Bring this up.
Book of Genesis chapter 22 and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Yahweh did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son,
He said,
Isaac,
what?
and take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest, to get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Right? So he said, hey, take thy son, thy only son, Isaac, man. Right? Whom thou lovest. And everybody got a spiritual Isaac, right? Whom thou lovest. It ain't got to be your actual son, but it's something that you hold on to, or something that you love that you got to sacrifice. And the Lord said, hey, his son Isaac, whom thou lovest, hey, go up and offer him. Right? You gotta do it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about. You gotta let him go.
Right.
I mean, that's hard. Your own son, your firstborn. Keep going. We're gonna see what Abraham did.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning and settled his ass.
Right, so he just got straight to it. Right? The Lord said that, hey, woke up early, he's gonna get straight to it. Right, we on?
And took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which Yahweh had told him.
Right, because like the brother said earlier, these sacrifices is to prove your faith.
Right.
It's to prove to see if you really want to serve him.
Exactly.
Right? Are you gonna let these things go for me? Right? Or are you gonna put these things above me like it's an idol? Worship him. Put them before the Most High. Right? So Abraham, he got tested right here. Right through the Spirit. Alright, read on.
Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together.
Right.
And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood.
Right, so Isaac like, behold, we got the fire and the wood, but what?
But where is the lamb for a burnt offering?
He said what?
But where is the lamb for the burnt offering?
Right, not knowing that he was the sacrifice. Right? Here I got the fire and the wood, but where's the sacrifice? Right, we know?
Verse 8, and Abraham said, My son, Yahweh will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together, and they came to the place which Yahweh had told him of, and Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son.
He did what?
And bound Isaac his son.
Hey, our people gotta bound whatever it is that you hold on to and sacrifice it. Right? Hey, you know what I'm saying? That probably wasn't. Isaac he probably fought. I'm led to believe he probably kind of fought him on like, what the hell you doing? Right? You need to Isaac just go up there and just lay down. No, he probably tried to fight, so he had to bound him up, you know?
Look at that word.
Got to bound. Yeah, look it up real quick.
It's the book. It's the etymology. Well, this
You gotta fight these damn demons, right? These lusts, right? Whatever it is, bound it up and sacrifice it, man. Right?
It's the word bound.
I'm gonna get the definition.
It said it's the word bound. Adjective, in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, said fastened by or as if by a band, confined. See that? Placed under. It said placed under legal or moral restraint.
See that? You gotta restrain it, man. So you had to kind of, like get him down there. Right, we don't?
And laid upon him the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
Hey, so he went straight to it, man. Took the knife and was going to slay his son, man. But what? We're going to keep reading.
And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham.
Hey, Abraham, hold on, brother. Read on.
And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It was all to prove Abraham's faith. But, you know what I'm saying? Us brothers, right? He proving our faith. Right? He proving to see, hey, is you going to let this thing go? Right? Whatever it is. Everybody know what they, you know what I'm saying, what it was that they had to let go. Or whatever it is that they still holding on to that you're going to have to let go. Right? Everybody got that one thing because he's proving your faith. We're going to finish the last verse out.
Neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know.
He said what?
For now I know that thou fearest Yahweh.
He said what?
For I know that. For now I know that thou fearest Yahweh.
He said, now I know that you fear Yahweh. Right? And don't you want the Most High to say that to you? To think that about you? Now I know that you fear me because you let this thing go for me. Right?
And that was an angel talking.
Yeah. See that? That's the angel. And I know that it was something that you love. I know you love it. You put your heart, you put your mind, soul, and body into this thing. But what you let it go for me. Now I know that you fear God, you know?
Seeing thou hast not withheld thy son.
Now, you ain't withhold your son.
He killed him. Spirit, he be dead.
Yeah. In his mind, he was already gone. I'm gonna kill him.
Then it says, so the man thinking, so he.
Keep going.
Said, thine only son for me.
Right, see that? We can drop that. Right, so, hey, Abraham put his son on the line. Right? And a lot of men, they not gonna do that, man. Right? To put your own son, whom you love, your firstborn, on the line because the Lord said so. Right? So you gotta deny yourself to hell with how you feel, right? To hell with whatever it is, and hey, sacrifice it for the Lord. Let me get Philippians chapter 3 and verse number I think it's 40.
Philippians 3 and 40.
2 and 30, somebody.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 30.
Hold that though, because I want to make this point. I said it earlier. You gotta be selfless, man. right? Making your body a living sacrifice. That's the first precept we brought out, Romans 12:1, right? You got to be that sacrifice. On the one level, you sacrifice everything. Now you the sacrifice, right? Now you putting yourself on the line, right for the Lord. You know?
Because for the work of Yahushua, he was nigh unto death.
He was what?
He was nigh unto death.
A lot of men is nigh unto death. Some men have to die for this truth. But what?
Not regarding his life.
He said what?
Not regarding his life.
Not regarding his life. Somebody get the definition of being a sacrifice. Right? Real quick. He said not regarding his life. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There's many definitions.
It
Sacrifice.
says sacrifice. I got the etymology.
You got it.
It's the etymology of the word sacrifice. It reads, the offering of something, especially a life, to a deity as an act of appropriation, homage, which is that which is offered, is sacrifice. Sacrifice offering. It said performing priestly functions or sacrifices.
I'm going to give the other definition real quick. It says sacrifice means giving up one's immediate preferences and goals for the good of one's relationship or partner's well-being and happiness. Right? So if you putting your life on the line, right, for the nation. Right? For the Lord. It said precious in the eyes of the Lord is the blood of his saints, man. So you gotta sacrifice yourself also, right? And be selfless. Denies one the self-denial, right? Give me one more on that. Give me Acts, one of my favorite precepts. Right? Acts chapter 20 and verse number 24.
Book of Acts chapter 20 and verse number 24.
There you go.
But none of these things move me.
Neither
count I my life dear unto myself.
I don't even count my life dear unto myself. To hell with my life. Alright? I'm selfless. He followed Yahushua. He denied his life, you know?
So that I might finish my course with joy.
Right, that he may finish his course with joy, you know?
And the ministry which I have received of the Lord Yahushua to testify the gospel of the grace of Yahweh.
Right, so hey, we gotta keep going, somebody.
And now behold, I know that ye all among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of Yahweh shall see my face no more.
Right, so he's not gonna see me no more. Right? But hey, what? He said, hey, he didn't care about his own life, man. Right? To be that sacrifice for the children of Israel, man. Right? And to be that sacrifice for Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Right? You got it.
Could somebody give me a book? It's the book. Let me see something real quick. Could you give me the book of Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 24? Because you got to consider this one thing, right? Yeah, 41 and 24. Because the thing is, the reason why our people, it's so hard for our people to make that sacrifice, right, for the Most High, and to leave off who they are, you know what I'm saying, to gain a new, to put on that new man, is because they think that they consider themselves to be something. Right. And the Most High saying this. You know,
Isaiah 41 and 24. Behold, ye are nothing.
The Lord said,
ye are nothing,
uh-huh,
and your work of naught. An abomination is he that chooseth you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta remember, you nothing. You gotta, hey, this life that you hold on in this world, it's nothing.
Right.
It's gonna leave. When you die and go into the grave, you know what I'm saying? Hey, everything, guess what? You're gonna put the dirt on top of you. And guess what? They're gonna divide your spoils and the things that you had. It's gonna divide it amongst themselves. My grandma just passed away. Right? And guess what? She was nothing. You know what I'm saying? She was nothing because all of the stuff that she had, it got dispersed amongst the family. So, you know what I'm saying? If it was something to be held on, she would have it.
Yep.
But this life is nothing. This life that we have in this physical flesh is nothing. It's going to go right back to the dirt. Hey, let me get that in the book of Genesis chapter 18, and I believe verse 27.
Genesis 18 and verse number 27. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and
He
ashes.
said, what is he?
But am but dust and
He
ashes.
was nothing but dust and ashes. Don't forget that. Right? This life that you have, this money, these riches, this success, this flesh is nothing but dust and ashes. What is it to give up? What you do with dust and ashes you see off the floor? You dump it in the trash. Take this life and dump it in the trash. And gain, you know what I'm saying? The eternal life, right? And gain everything. Lose everything to gain even more for the Lord. Right? But go to the book of 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. You know what I'm saying? Because look, our people think the things that they have, even people in the truth. They might go and buy a little thing or whatever the case may be for the congregation, right? And they think they're doing something, right? They think they're doing something for the truth, right? They think they're doing something because, oh yeah, I got everybody as staff. You know what I'm saying? I brought everybody as staff so we can look righty out there. You know what I'm saying? They get big-headed, right? Oh yeah, I made sure, I made sure, you know what I'm saying, hey, we didn't get wet in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So I went and bought a tent. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do nothing for the truth. Bring it out right quick.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth.
Say what?
For we can do nothing against the
You
truth.
can't go against this truth.
Right.
But what?
But for the truth.
But what?
But for the truth.
But for the truth. Keep reading.
For we are glad when we are weak, and ye are strong. And this also we wish, even your perfection.
Exactly, man. Hey, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing against the truth. We can only do things for the truth, right? And that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments because it's for our life's sake. It's for our eternal life's sake, man. Right? Because it was a man named Antipas, man. Go to the book of Revelations, chapter 2, and start at verse 13.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is.
Uh-huh.
And thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith.
Uh-huh.
Even in those days wherein Antipas,
man. Antipas, man, he didn't deny the faith. When he was in the church of Corinth, people was going off in the matters of all idolatry and lewdness and all matters of paganism, man. Right? Antipas, he stood bold for the name of Yahweh Shai, man. Right? He did that work. And what happened to him?
that was my faithful martyr, who was what? Was my faithful martyr.
What does that word martyr mean? You look up that word martyr. To look at what it means to be a martyr. Right? He said it was a faithful martyr. Was faithful.
Fighter.
He said what?
He was fighter.
Yeah, he's a fighter, man. Hey, I'm believing he was he was standing 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? In a mob of Israelites that didn't know that it was Israelites. That loved the world and the paganism and the folly of this world. I would be ready to fight you, shoot you, kill you over the world. All because you tell them to forsake you. They ready to fight, they ready to kill for it. Bring it up.
Says,
Word martyr.
Etymology of the word martyr.
Uh-huh.
The meaning, one who suffers death or grievous loss.
Said that what?
One who suffers death or grievous loss
Uh-huh.
in defense or on behalf of any belief or cause.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's ready to, hey, like the brother was just bringing out, hey, he's ready to sacrifice. Bring it out.
It says, one who bears testimony to faith, especially one who willingly suffers death rather than surrender his or her religious faith.
Exactly. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, like the brother brought out, man. Hey, that sacrifice is you be willing to give up. You know what I'm saying? Put off certain things for a greater cause, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that greater cause, right, is us gaining eternally, man. Hey, gaining the kingdom, man. Hey, calling our people back and doing what we commanded to do to gather ourselves together, man.
Right.
In the spirit. This morning.
Who was slain among you,
He was what?
Who was slain among you,
martyred, man.
where Satan dwelleth.
And he was slain. was Satan dwelling, man. Satan was dwelling in the church of Corinth.
Right.
Satan dwells in here in this so-called Babylon, man. In America, in Egypt. It's running to and fro. Got men out here chopping off their rod and women chopping off their breasts, right? You just got the daggone Patricio Manuel. Transgender boxer got knocked out in 20 seconds by a base ball bite. Out of shape ball bite. They probably couldn't run up the stairs without losing breath too much, right? Knocked her out in 20 seconds. Okay, chopping off her breast, right? And growing a beard. This ain't Satan, if this ain't where Satan's seat, or Satan dwelling, I don't know what it is, man. But it's brothers that's out here, they getting put to death for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brothers out here getting persecuted for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not yet, but it will come, right? Hey, people get the brothers out there, what's that? Rhode Island, man. Got locked up for preaching the word, man.
And in Europe.
And in Europe. Right? Yeah, it's happening, but it's gonna happen on a grand scale. And you brothers gotta be ready, right, to be a martyr for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, to sacrifice for this truth, man. To give up this life, which is nothing but dust and ashes and vanity, right? For this truth, man.
Right.
Bring it out.
Book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
See that?
And from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Right.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man.
So what is he?
A perfect and upright man.
Right.
One that fears God and escheweth evil.
Because he was perfect because Job had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. He had faith in the Lord. Hey, could you give me the book? Let me get this last precept right quick. Give me the book of James, chapter 2, and start at verse 21.
Book of James, chapter 2, and verse number 21.
Yeah.
Was not Abraham our father justified by works
Uh-huh.
when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar?
See, those was his works. Hey, like the brother said, he's selling his ass in the morning. He was like, come on, son. You better go and take a ride right quick. Come ride with me. So I'm like, where we going, Dad? Where we going? Dad, what's this? Hey, you got up to the altar, set the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, we about to do a sacrifice. Where's the lamb?
Yeah. But actually, so a good son, he probably was already.
He was willing to do it.
You know, yeah. Not just willing to do it, but just kind of basically just honoring his father.
Hey, it is what it is.
I trust his father, man.
Like that one daughter. You know what I'm saying? The man that made that vow to the Most High said, I'm going to offer you my daughter. She was like, hey, you offer me? Well, hey, do what you said. Do what proceed out your mouth there. Just give me 2 months to go and say goodbye. She said, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, what was it with Lot? With the when the angels, when the Sodomites was trying to get to the angels, he gave up his daughters. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, don't touch them. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 daughters.
And I'm led to believe they was willing to go ahead and just, you know what? I trust you, Dad. You know what I'm saying? But keep reading though.
Seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect.
Wasn't Job perfect? Right? By his faith? Right? You say that by his eschewing evil, he was perfect. Right? Keep reading.
And the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness.
What?
It was imputed unto him for righteousness, and he was called the friend of God.
That's a mighty title, man. You called the friend of the Most High God, man. All because of your faith with your works. Right? Right? When you want to hold on to this world, it shows how little your faith is.
Right.
Your faith is small. You don't have no faith. You're not ready to give up anything. You don't truly believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You believe in the things of this world when you don't want to give it up. That's what that's showing the Lord. That's why He's saying if you save your life, you're gonna lose it. Right? But if you lose your life, you're gonna gain it for His name's sake. And with that, I digress.
All right. Nah, you can look at too close to Sirach chapter 35 and verse number 1.
It's all right. Book of Sirach, chapter 35, and verse number 1. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth the peace
Okay,
offering.
so right now we're doing spiritual sacrifices. Right? It's not that we going to the damn altar, right? We slaying the damn neck of the damn bullock, right? Or the sheep or the goat. We're not doing that no more. Right now we're doing spiritual sacrifices. We don't.
He that requireth a good turn offereth fine flour, and he that giveth alms sacrificeth praise. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord.
He said what?
To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord.
Right, we gotta depart from wickedness. Depart from the things of the world, man. Right? Make those sacrifices, right? Because it's pleasing in the eyes of the Most High, you know?
And to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation.
You know?
Thou hast not appeared empty before the Lord.
Thou shalt not appear empty before the Lord. Right? You can't come to the Most High, right, and not have these sacrifices. Keeping the commandments, departing from wickedness. Right? You can't just come to the Most High, right? Cry unto the Most High, right? And you haven't done these sacrifices, man. You know?
For all these things are to be done.
He said what?
For all these things are to be done.
All these things are to be done. You have to sacrifice, you know?
Because of the commandment.
You know?
The offering of the righteous maketh the altar fat, and the sweet savor thereof is before the Most High.
Read.
The sacrifice of a just man is
He
acceptable.
said what?
The sacrifice of a just man is acceptable.
The just man is one that keeps the commandments, man. The sacrifice of a just man is acceptable. Right? The Most High is going to remember these things, you know?
And the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten.
So let's make these sacrifices. Put the things of the world behind you. Put the wickedness behind you. Right? And let's strive for this kingdom. Right, let me get one more and I'm going to close out. Read the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse number
3. Book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent.
and do what?
And repent.
Read.
If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
Give me one more. Give me Revelation, chapter 22, and verse number 12.
Book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse number 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Right, so whatever man's work is, right, whether it be good, whether it be evil, right, whether you want to give up these sacrifices or you want to hold on to them, the Most High don't give you that reward for it. I mean, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Right, Lord willing, the rest of y'all Saturday go mighty through the Spirit. Right, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. Yahweh, Shalom, Mashiach, Shalom.
Shalom.